Day of Infamy, the truth about Pearl Harbor. On December 7, 1941, a serene Sunday morning turned into a nightmare as Japanese aircraft swarmed over Pearl Harbor. The sound of explosions shattered the peace, marking the start of an unprecedented attack that would change the course of history. Before this fateful day, the world was already in turmoil. Europe was engulfed in World War II, with Axis powers advancing rapidly. The United States, despite its neutrality, felt the growing tension and threat from Japan's imperial ambitions in the Pacific. Pearl Harbor, nestled in the Hawaiian Islands, was a vital hub for the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Its strategic location made it a prime target for any adversary looking to cripple American naval power and secure dominance in the Pacific region. Driven by a desire to expand their empire and secure essential resources, Japan meticulously planned the attack on Pearl Harbor. They aimed to deliver a decisive blow that would incapacitate the U.S. Navy and buy time for their conquests. In the early hours of December 7th, Japanese forces launched a surprise assault. Waves of bombers and fighters descended on the unsuspecting harbor, catching the American forces off guard and unleashing devastation from the skies in a meticulously coordinated strike. The primary targets in Pearl Harbor were the U.S. Pacific Fleet's battleships anchored at Battleship Row, airfields, and repair facilities. Japanese forces aimed to cripple America's naval power, ensuring minimal resistance to their expansion efforts across the Pacific. At dawn, Japanese aircraft launched from carriers, catching the U.S. forces off guard. Bombs and torpedoes rained down, devastating ships and airfields. The surprise and precision of the attack left little time for American forces to react. Several American servicemen showcased extraordinary bravery, manning anti-aircraft guns and attempting to defend their ships. Despite overwhelming odds and limited preparation, their courage and quick thinking saved lives and mitigated some of the destruction. The scale of destruction was immense, with 8 battleships damaged, 4 sunk, and numerous other vessels and aircraft destroyed. The attack left the U.S. Pacific Fleet severely crippled, shifting the balance of naval power in the Pacific. Casualties were heavy, with over 2,400 Americans killed and nearly 1,200 wounded. The loss of lives and the injuries sustained in the attack marked Pearl Harbor as one of the most tragic days in American history. President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed the nation with a powerful speech, referring to December 7, 1941, as a date which will live in infamy. His words galvanized the American public, uniting them in determination and resolve against the aggressors. In the wake of the attack, the U.S. Congress swiftly declared war on Japan, marking America's official entry into World War II. This decisive action signaled a new phase in the global conflict, dramatically altering the course of history. The U.S. military rapidly mobilized its resources, transitioning from peacetime operations to a full war footing almost overnight. New recruits flooded enlistment offices, and industries shifted production to support the war effort, showcasing American resilience and ingenuity. Across the nation, emotions ran high as shock and grief gave way to patriotism and unity. Communities rallied together, supporting the war effort through volunteer work, bond drives, and other initiatives, demonstrating a collective spirit of determination and solidarity. Unfortunately, the attack also led to the internment of Japanese Americans, fueled by fear and suspicion. Thousands of innocent individuals were forcibly relocated to internment camps, a dark chapter in American history that remains a sobering reminder of the consequences of prejudice. Pearl Harbor's assault had sweeping strategic consequences, compelling the U.S. to adopt a more aggressive stance in the Pacific. Japan's initial advantage was short-lived as America's industrial might, and military strategy shifted the balance, leading to eventual Allied dominance. The attack initiated a series of intense battles and campaigns in the Pacific theater. Key confrontations, such as the Battle of Midway and the island-hopping strategy, showcased the fierce determination of Allied forces to reclaim territory and weaken Japanese power. Pearl Harbor profoundly influenced U.S. military and foreign policy, ushering in an era of heightened vigilance and strategic alliances. The event underscored the need for robust intelligence and military preparedness, shaping future defense and diplomatic initiatives. Memorials and annual commemorations at Pearl Harbor serve as poignant reminders of the attack's impact. The USS Arizona Memorial, in particular, stands as a solemn tribute to the lives lost, ensuring that the bravery and sacrifices are never forgotten. The attack on Pearl Harbor has been vividly depicted in films and literature, capturing the harrowing experiences of that fateful day. These cultural portrayals help keep the memory alive, educating and resonating with new generations globally. The lessons learned from Pearl Harbor's surprise attack underscore the necessity of vigilance and preparedness in the face of potential threats. It serves as a stark reminder of the importance of intelligence, communication, and swift decision-making in safeguarding national security. We urge everyone to visit the Pearl Harbor Memorial to honor those who sacrificed their lives and to deepen their understanding of this pivotal moment in history. Engaging with this significant chapter can inspire a commitment to peace and vigilance,